Hi everybody, welcome to All About Honda. My name is Dan.
And my name's Jay, and today we're going to take a look at this 2026 Honda Pilot.
It is here. We are standing in the showroom of Kingston Honda in Kingston, Ontario.
So we're going to dive right in, but before we do, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom of your screen. So back in 2023, this Honda Pilot launched in its fourth generation. Now in 2026, it's seeing a mid-cycle refresh. A mid-cycle refresh is where Honda adds a few features that are the latest technology and brings it more up to date with its competition. So I want to first talk about the changes on this vehicle. If you take a look at the front end here, Honda's taken this front grille and really widened it out. In fact, the front bumper, it's entirely new. If you come around to the corner, you'll see that the vents are new. So this whole front fascia is going to be brand new styling and look quite different from the 23, 24, and 25 model year. And then finally, to round it out, Honda's added this new wheel design. 20-inch black gloss really sets the vehicle off. So one thing that Honda does do is they like to stay consistent. Honda's still using the 3.5-liter V6, 285 horsepower, and it's paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, one of the things that Honda did do is change the shape and the size of this airbox, which thank you, Honda, for doing that in advance, because it gives you access to the battery, the positive terminal here, and you have a nice ground over on the fender on this side. Previously, with the bigger airbox, you had to remove all that stuff to get at the battery to boost your vehicle. So in the dead of winter, when it's minus 20 out, you were in here without gloves, pulling things apart and trying to get the battery cables on the battery. Now, Honda does utilize, and has been for a long time, variable cylinder management. The variable cylinder management on their V6 powertrain will actually deactivate 3 of the 6 cylinders while it's in cruising mode. Now, the V6s, being built out of the Alabama plant, is the Honda Pilot, Honda Ridgeline, Honda Passport, and Honda Odyssey van. So with the variable cylinder management, that's going to give you improved fuel economy while in your cruising mode. However, Honda has mentioned for 2027 that they're going to launch a hybrid powertrain for the V6s. We don't know what that entails yet, but we're really looking forward to it. Now let's talk about some of the niceties with this vehicle. One of those things that I love is the power folding side mirrors when the vehicle locks. Also, what you're going to find is standard remote start. And in fact, remote start is standard on almost every single Honda with the exception of the Type R and the SI, your manual transmissions. To top it off, in the summertime when it's really hot, when you want to let that hot air out of your vehicle, double tap and hold the unlock button, watch all your windows go down and your sunroof go back, and that's going to let all that heat escape. Now coming around the back of the vehicle, Honda has this nifty little kick sensor under the bumper. Now that kick sensor is available on the Touring and Black Edition. If you happen to get a towing package to take advantage of Honda's 5,000-pound towing capacity, it's going to relocate that kick sensor to the right side of the rear bumper. Now, my favorite feature in the world, if you didn't know, power tailgate, walk-away mode. If your arms are full, you can just grab your stuff and go. Now, the 2026 Honda Pilot is available in 5 trim levels: the Sport, the EXL, Trail Sport, Touring, and Black Edition. Now, it's either a 7 or an 8 passenger, but the Trail Sport's the only one that's available as the 7 passenger. The Black Edition itself, it's the top trim level, so it has all the best features that you can get with the Honda Pilot. Now, I do say that every single Honda is going to come with the necessities. The only thing that you add as you go up through the trim levels are niceties. Now, I'd like to turn it over to Dan and get the inside scoop.
Thanks, Jay. Well, let's move to the interior of the Honda Pilot. First thing I want to highlight, Honda has integrated this false suede design to the leather, giving it this amazing touch of luxury. Now, the Touring and Black Edition can be equipped as either a 7 or 8 passenger vehicle. Now, if you follow me to the second row, I'll show you how that works. All right, folks. So coming to the second row, on the 8-seat configuration, you have the 3 seats lined up here, and it's nice because if you want, you can get the mid-row and turn it into a comfortable armrest with cup holders and an object holder. If you prefer the captain seats configuration, you can get this whole seat out and store it in its own compartment on the rear. Now, I want to highlight some of the comfort features in this vehicle for your second and third row passengers. Now, starting by this tri-zone climate control system, which can be controlled from the front seats or from back here. You also have outboard heated seats, 2 USB ports, and a power outlet. I also want to mention that on the backs of the front seats, you will find 2 large storage pockets and 2 smaller ones that would fit a cell phone perfectly. In case of a road trip, look at this. It comes with retractable sunshades on both windows. Now, see how easy it is to access the third row. I want to show you. Look, with a simple touch of a button, the second row seat slides forward. It allows you to be right there in 1 second. Now look at this. Honda has carried over the suede design all the way to the third row. And now, the third row passengers will have USB ports on the outboard seats. Now, I want to highlight some of the technology on this vehicle. This large 12.3-inch display that previously was available only on the Touring and Black Edition trims is now standard in every trim level. Now look, this is amazing. With the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you do not have to have your cell phone any close to you. If it's in the trunk, in a backpack, it's going to mirror all your apps right there. As long as you're connected to Bluetooth, it's all wirelessly done. Now, the 2026 Honda Pilot offers 7 different drive modes, including the trail mode that utilizes cameras for a more accurate off-road experience.
So that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom of your screen.
From inside the Kingston Honda showroom, this is Dan and Jay, and we are all about Honda.